Mumbai is a city with 20 million inhabitants, the second largest in the country. I'm standing in front of the Gateway of India, here in the city of Mumbai. This is a very important historical site for Indians, because it was exactly from this spot that the British departed for their country. But the gateway was built in honor of George V and his wife Mary. When they arrived here in 1911, this gateway was supposed to be ready to welcome them in honor of their great victories and their grandeur. But the gateway was only built in 1924, 13 years later. And then it became a symbol for Indians, because as I already mentioned, this is where the British passed through when India gained independence from England on August 15, 1947. That's why it became such an important monument here in the city. Well, guys, look how cool this is. I met this lovely couple here. They've been married for a year. This is Anil and Suman. Their names mean air and flower. Like a flower, right? And she's wearing, take a look, guys. All of this here is because, culturally, it's important for them when they celebrate a wedding or a wedding party. The woman comes like this, full of bangles. So, if you see a woman walking down the street with bangles, she's definitely married. And I'm standing in front of the Mumbai City Hall. Right here in front is the statue of the city's first mayor. This building was built and has been here since 1888. And right next to it is the city's train station, another really beautiful building as well. Both were built at the same time by the same architect, but City Hall is in the Venetian Gothic style, while the train station is in the Neo-Gothic style. If you walk around Mumbai, you won't go a single second, not even one, without hearing a car horn. This is the city's symphony. I'm at Dhobi Ghat now, which is one of the most traditional places here in Mumbai. And it's a place I'm really enjoying getting to know because of the history it brings to us. As you can see, I'm standing in front of a laundry. These laundries here have over 100 years of tradition. Generation after generation of families take care of this place, which is provided by the government so they can practice this profession. The people who work here go to people's homes, pick up their clothes, and bring them to this place to wash. Everyone who works and lives here belongs to the untouchable caste. We learned a bit about India's history through the Globo soap opera, where they called them Dalits. But here, they don't use the word Dalit anymore. These people are actually below the Dalits, just to give you an idea of how excluded they are. You might notice that only men work here because the women stay protected at home. They're afraid that the women might be exposed if they come here. So it's really interesting to watch this work because it's been going on for centuries, like I said, and it's very well organized. You see all these clothes and wonder how they keep track of everything. They have a notebook down there where they keep track using an alphanumeric system. I can't walk around over there. Unfortunately, I just can't. I'd love to walk all the way through here and go into the laundry area, but people aren't really that friendly with cameras, so I'll just stay here. And that's how you got to learn a little more about the laundry culture here in India. Guys, our world is kind of complicated, isn't it? When we travel, we come across things that really affect us. And this building is one of them, because I just finished filming at the laundry and saw that whole situation with the untouchables. Then I come to a building like this, beautiful and amazing, where 300 people work here every day. This building has 27 floors. You're probably looking at it and thinking, well, it must be a luxury hotel, a company, very fancy, very rich, or maybe a government office. Guys, this building is a house, a residence, a home where 6 people live. Only 6 people. One more person is arriving this December, who will be the 7th. There are 200 cars in the garage. 200 cars in the garage. And as I already mentioned, 300 people serve these 6 people every day. I've just arrived at Millionaire, which is the most visited park here in the city, because we have a really beautiful view of the city's coastline here in Mumbai. The city is bordered by the Arabian Sea, or the Arabian Sea as we know it in Brazil. And you can notice that the sea is very dark in color and the city is covered in this haze, because we're in the monsoon season right now. The monsoons are those strong winds that sweep through the region of India, bringing a lot of rain in the months of June, July, and August. And they say the worst ones are in August. So here's a tip for you. Don't travel here during those months. I always say that traveling is culture, right? We've been hearing that throughout the whole show. And check out this story here. I'm standing in front of a staircase that used to lead us to a Tower of Silence. A Tower of Silence is a structure, which you can see now in the image, where people of Persian tradition, of Persian origin, would bring their loved ones so their bodies could be placed there. Men on top, women in the middle, and children at the bottom. And they would decompose with the vultures. That's exactly what you're hearing. Now, why does this shock us so much? It's different, right? It's strange for us to think of something like that. In Brazil, we're used to either burying or cremating. Here in India, the Hindu culture is about cremation. They place the bodies, we'll see this in Varanasi, on wood and burn the bodies of their loved ones there. But the Persians believe that burning pollutes the air, burying pollutes the earth, and throwing bodies into the sea pollutes the ocean. For this reason, to them, it's more ecological to decompose bodies this way, with vultures eating the entire body. Afterwards, the bones were thrown into the center of this Tower of Silence, and then lime was added so the bones would decompose. As I always say, traveling is learning. If you're enjoying the video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to get notifications for new videos. Mumbai was also used as a movie set, and here we're going to see the platform where the final scene of the movie Slumdog Millionaire was filmed. Okay, I've just arrived at the Cottage Industry Exposition, which is a place where you'll find lots of items made by artists. There's nothing here that's made in China. Everything here is original, made right here. For example, right in front of me is Krishna, one of the Hindu gods, the god of love, who had no less than 1,700 wives. Next to him is Ganesh, and all this work we're seeing here is made from wood and camel bone. around here, you see every kind of craftwork you can imagine: bronze, ceramics, fabrics. It's a place rich in handicrafts. Very close to my hotel, there are a lot of offices, so there are a lot of people around. So, where there's demand, there has to be supply. And I'm here at lunchtime, and everyone is out here grabbing lunch. So, they've set up several kiosks here, where you can find typical local food, what we call food street. I still don't have the courage to try it yet, because I'm still getting used to the customs here. You know, my time zone, my jet lag, just like I always tell you guys. So, I'll pass for now. Down the street here, we see a lot of people with this kind of leaf. They dip it in water, then wrap it around a seed and sell it as a sweet. It's interesting that as I'm walking down the street, there are several small kiosks making this kind of food, and people walk by and eat this delicacy, which is a treat for them, right? Honestly, guys, I just don't have the courage, because the water looks really dirty to me, and the leaf looks really dirty too. Anyway, but it's really interesting, right? They come by here, eat, and go home happy as can be. I found these 7 kids over there, you know, poor, asking for food. So I went to buy them some food at a spot, but they said, no, we want McDonald's. So, guys, I went to McDonald's and spent the equivalent of like 1,090 rupees. Here, I paid for sandwiches, fries, and soda for everyone, right? Everyone's super happy here, look, running around. But that's not what caught my attention. What really caught my attention was that they absolutely wouldn't let the kids into McDonald's. That, I kind of let slide. It was fine, okay. The girl from McDonald's who helped me was super nice. She helped me bring the food, and later helped translate what I wanted to say to them. But when I came down from McDonald's, which is above an office, you know, a nice place, I tried to set up the food to share with them. And then a man came over, well dressed, you know, dress shirt, dress pants, and he asked me, please, not to feed them at all, because they're all pickpockets, and if I was going to do that, I should do it far away from where I was, because that was where he worked, and that I'd go back to my country later and wouldn't have to, deal with them stealing around. There. It's a really delicate situation, you know? We go through this in our own country too, but I don't know. What I do know is that Jesus taught us to give to those in need, no matter what. Their situation here is not easy. So, I just wanted to try to do what I felt in my heart was right. That's all I tried to do to help them. Now, changing the subject a bit, what's interesting about McDonald's here is that there's no beef. So there's no Big Mac, no cheeseburger, no hamburger, nothing like that. They have other kinds of sandwiches. They can eat chicken, right? There's McChicken, but that's the only one with meat. The rest, well, their Big Mac is made with grilled chicken, and so on. It's all really different. Like we always say, right, folks? Culture is something incredibly fascinating to learn about. In Israel, there's no cheeseburger because you can't mix cheese with meat. And here, there's no beef, a Big Mac without beef. That's really interesting. On the seafront in the city of Mumbai. Right behind me is the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, or the Sea of Arabia. And you can probably notice the nice breeze I'm getting here, because it's insanely hot today. India, unlike Brazil, has only 2 seasons. In Brazil, we have 4. Winter, summer, fall, and spring. Here, no, it's just winter and summer. Right now, I'm in the summer, which starts in June and ends around August, which is the period known as the monsoon season. And we hear a lot about this when we write about them. So, what exactly are the monsoons? They're exactly these pleasant winds I'm feeling right now, which change direction and bring moisture to the continent. When it's winter, the temperature here is higher, and the air moves from the continent to the ocean, so it goes the opposite way. That's why we have a dry winter. It hardly rains at all. But when summer comes and the temperature gets cooler down south, what happens? The wind starts coming in this way and brings moisture here. That's why we can really notice the sky completely covered with clouds. You'll see that from June to August here, the sky looks just like this the whole time. Mainly because in northern India we have the Himalayan mountain ranges. And so the clouds can't get past and end up stuck over the whole region. That's when the rainy season starts here in India. And it's very important for Indians, especially for people who work in agriculture. And this is definitely one of the places people enjoy the most here in the city, because it's a big boardwalk with the sea right in front, good facilities for you to sit and chat. You see a lot of couples around here and lots of people out for a stroll. So it really is a beautiful place, and people also come here at the end of the day to watch the sunset, which unfortunately, with all these clouds, isn't the most beautiful, but it's still a very special moment of the day for the people who live here in Mumbai. So, if you liked the video, leave your like and comments. Share the video with your friends and don't forget to follow me on social media and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next episode here in India, because after all, many of us were born to travel.